Not, let's try again. Wake up! Today's episode, we got so much to talk about. We got new show, new thing, changes. Oh, goodness. Put your hand on your heart. Let's get it started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bow our heads. Father God, we give you praise in this day. We thank you for Pappy's late arrival. But he has made it. Lord, we give you praise and we thank you for everything that we're going to do today. Let it be a wonderful show. But first and foremost, let us give all the glory to you. In Jesus' mighty name, let's do this.
Hey man, it's time to wake up, man. Get your butt out of bed, bro.
What time is it?
It's time to go hang out with the road crew.
What time is it?
It's 7 a.m., man. 7 a.m.
Oh, man.
It's time for a little bit of coffee, man.
I'm going back to bed.
Come on, get up. Come on. Come on.
Everybody, it's Monday morning. You know what that means. It's time to get down with a little bit of coffee crew. As always, let's get these introductions underway. Coming in at 4'2", he is the old fool that is so cool. Give it up for our wise man, the one, the only, DJ Pappy. And then you've got our special guest, the one that always comes in with those positive vibes, making us feel all that jive. He is Starkey. And then, of course, you got me, the host with the most, the TURTLE, always imitated, never duplicated, Turtle. Welcome into a little bit of coffee, everybody. Good Monday morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you all?
I like how, our producer in the back that was originally on screen at the very beginning of this show decides to put a laugh in there as soon as the three of us come on stage because he knows that he's back there messing with the buttons, having fun.
Right.
All right, so let's do this first things first. Little Miss Smokey is gone for the week. So coming in and doing a special guest appearance, we have one of our original micro migraines. She is the brat. She is the one that comes in and causes all kinds of ruckus. You know how them Reds heads are. Give it up for our one and only Velvet.
What up, everyone?
Good morning, Velvet. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. What up?
Good
Let's
morning.
get this St. Patty's Day started. St. Patty's
Yeah.
Week.
I am so happy it's not St. Patrick's Day yet because out of the three of us, you are the only one that's wearing green.
I
Right.
know. But
Happy
I
and
can't wear
I
green
would
every
be-
day.
We'd be
Green.
pitched, left and right, every way, which I can't even talk. Look at that. It'd be horrible.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that. Happy St. Patrick's Day week to the crowd out there, to everybody watching.
Absolutely. Happy St. Patty's Day. May the luckily Irish be with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. So we're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day today on our main topic. But before we get to that, guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got some new shows just added to our podcast network.
Yes, we did. Yay!
If you saw us on Saturday night, we went live with a debut of MWA Unhinged.
Yeah.
It was
Just
awesome.
attitude.
It was awesome.
It was a lot of fun. The host
was.
and their boss, Doomsday, the leader, they were down there in the gym. They were showing us their workout routines, giving us a little history of who they were. And if you missed it, make sure you go back to our YouTube page. Make sure you go back to the YouTube page to follow it and watch it. You don't
Yes,
want to miss
please.
this show, guys.
No, you don't.
No, it was a
good
great show.
was.
Seeing all the guys, and talking with them, showing us what they
Absolutely.
do.
Getting to see like the inside of behind the scenes
Morning,
of what everybody does, it's going to give
My
everybody
nerd-
a whole new respect. I
my
tell you
nerd
what, I
friend.
swear she's got a sugar high already. She is over there already throwing nerds. We haven't even been on the podcast for but 5 minutes, and she's a da-dun. Listen, I am waiting for you to hit that daggone
It's a great
airplane mode
game.
again, so it just goes blink, and we got a. With Kelly's face just stuck like that. I'm sorry, Velvet's face just stuck like that. Kayfabe.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. She did it a couple weeks ago, and she's just sitting there on micro migraines, throwing things at us,
Right.
thinking it's funnier than can be. And
Right.
then
We're
at
getting
one
nerd.
point,
We're getting nerded.
Yes.
we're getting nerded. At one
Getting
point, she
nerded.
threw it, and she got froze. And we're like, what happened to Kelly? What happened to Velvet? Where'd Red go? What happened to her? For 5 minutes straight, she was...
Great, just nerding us.
And then out of nowhere, she pops back in. And we're like,
Right.
what happened? Oh, I accidentally hit my Wi-Fi off.
Oops.
You had us cracking up.
I know I did. It was great. Dude, throwing nerds at you guys is so fun.
Right.
Because then, because I can't do it in real life, so I got to at least throw it at the screen to get some of that anger out.
Anger? You're angry at us, Kelly.
Angry, happy, let's have some fun.
All right. Happy's more like it.
She's a brat.
Brat.
Yeah. Very well.
Come on, let's talk about St. Patty's Day. 6'7".
6'7" nonsense. Get out of here. 7. Look at that. You got the old man over there doing it. That is ridiculous. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand a moment. Oops. So we've got Midgets with Attitude coming up with 2 brand new shows. You're going to have their podcast, and then we're going to announce here soon what the second show is going to be. You're not going to want to miss that one.
You're not. No, you're not.
Exciting. I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait for that second show. It is going to be amazing and off the chain. So if you guys don't know who Midgets with Attitude is, look them up. Follow them on everything that they have. They have a YouTube. They have Facebook. Every single one of their wrestlers and performers have their own TikToks. Get out there and give them a shot. If you can't find them, Google them. And I guarantee you they'll pop up real quick. I know it ain't politically correct, but none of us are nowadays in this age of world. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, yes.
Yeah. But, hey, I've got a respect for them. I've got a midget wrestling history. Red's got a midget wrestling history. Pappy does not, but that's okay. He understands what it's like to be in dispatch.
Watch it all the time, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, guys and girls, make sure that you come in and watch that. I can't wait for that to happen.
Me neither. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be just like it's gonna be reliving the life again.
You ain't kidding.
Did you guys enjoy that life?
What'd you say, Pappy?
Did you guys enjoy that life?
Yes.
I know that life is controversial with other little people, and so I just wanted to know from someone who was in it how they liked it.
Go ahead, Velvet. I'll let you explain it first, and then I'll go after that. That's a good question.
Well, let's see here. You're on the road a lot.
Yeah.
So you're not with family and close ones a lot. It is fun. You're around a lot of people, but it can be, you can get really tired, and you have to have the body in for it.
Right. That's another question. How is it on your body? Is it rough on your body?
Very rough. Very rough. And like the adequate sleep that you get, it's not. A lot of the times you're sleeping in the van or something or just the van is your main sleeping area.
Okay.
You don't you don't usually get the hotels all the time, and
I was going to ask you about that.
Beds to get relaxed and whatnot.
So you're on the road, literally on the road in a van somewhere.
Yes, traveling the United States.
You're lucky if you get a 15-passenger van.
Right. Yes. How many stops do you have in a week?
It all varies.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 5 to 7 per week.
Yeah.
Really? Was the money good?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Money
was definitely worth it. The only thing that hurts being in the wrestling business, there's no retirement fund in it.
No. Oh, no.
Right.
You know, if you get down and out,
you had to learn how to save on that lifestyle.
Right. And that's the thing too. It's hard to save out there because you're having to. A lot of times you can't cook your food. You can't just go into the store and get like a steak and all that to like really cook.
Yeah.
So you're on the go cooking a lot, or you're on the go getting fast food a lot.
Right. So you need another job, like POD, for instance, and he was in the government field, so you're able to have retirement.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. you always want to make sure that you have a backup career immediately in plan because wrestling's not always going to be there.
No, wrestling is not going to always be there, and you never know how your body.
You're one injury away from being out, basically.
Exactly. So that's what I'm looking forward to a lot about the MWA shows.
Yes.
Because we're going to find out everything that they go through. We're going to be able to see it all through their eyes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm really, really looking forward to Midgets with Attitudes podcast. Okay. Because they're going to be on the road while they're doing the podcast. They're never going to be in the same place.
Growing up as a little person, you had two options that always seemed to be either wrestling or the circus. They never fathomed that you could actually have a real job, which I was lucky enough to go that route. I had a good state government job, and so I was a 911 dispatcher most of my career, and I'm very grateful for having that career because size didn't matter what you were behind the radio. I could sound 6 foot tall on the radio.
Right, they didn't see you, and that makes total sense.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people don't know this, and you would relate with this, Pappy, but POD was going to quit his government job, and he was going to go strictly with nothing but wrestling. But his grandma made him promise to stay with the government job and do both to make sure he had a retirement fund.
Right, and her grandmother was right.
He had made,
it was a smart move for him, and I'm glad he listened to his grandmother. Yeah.
So if you're in the entertainment field, just know that one day it may not be there because entertainment does not have any retirement whatsoever.
No, you gotta have a real job. You gotta have a real job on top of it. Yeah.
And to like being a wrestler, a former wrestler, it's like the carnival. It's just like working the carnival, and like you're busy for 3-4 days straight, nonstop, and then you chill and you're hustling. You're hustling big time.
What is that song?
To get that money, you want people to take pictures with you. You want them to buy merch.
Right.
Absolutely.
Did you get a cut of the merch?
Yes.
If it was my merchandise, I got every bit of it, except for if I were working for an independent company that wasn't mine. Okay. Then I would have to give them a bit of a percentage because they're allowing me to work their show.
Same.
Otherwise, most of the time we would be getting rid of the company merchandise. It wouldn't always be our own individual personal. You know what I mean?
So while you were doing this job, this career, you were making the money, but you just didn't have money for retirement later. So you had to be smart.
No.
You should have put stuff away like 10% or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're spending it because you're on the road.
When you're on the road and you're young and dumb, you're out there for the fun. You ain't out there for the smart.
You're living in the minute. You're not thinking about your future, right?
No,
right, exactly.
You're not. No, you're not. And then one thing is,
what on earth is that?
Right.
You love
my.
I'm breaking everything up.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, you know what time it is. It's time for sports with yours truly. So don't go nowhere. Get those coffee cups refilled. We'll see you here in just a moment.
Crypto is loud, confusing, and moving way too fast for most people. That is why I built CoinOps, a clean, disciplined way to actually understand what is going on out there. On weekdays over on TikTok, TikTok.com @CoinOpsHQ, I hit the crypto news. Fast, focused updates that show you what changed, why it matters, and how it fits into the bigger picture. No hype, no drama, just sharp signals in about a minute. On YouTube, we slow it down and go deep once a week. That's youtube.com CoinOpsHQ. This isn't headlines, this is real crypto education. It's built so you can actually learn the structure behind the market. And everything connects on the CoinOps website, CoinOpsHQ.com, the hub for all things CoinOps. One place to plug into the news, the education, and the full system. This is CoinOps.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome in. You have reached the Midget's Card Show. I am the Midget, and we have everything from base set all the way up into modern day age cards. Not only cards, but we've also got posters, we've got slabs, we've got everything you need of Pokemon and so much more. Make sure you come in and get your supplies today. You don't want to miss out. We will see you there. What up, y'all? Welcome back to a little bit of coffee. You are here with yours truly, Turtle, on Shell Yeah Sports. It is time to get into it. I am so happy it's March. I can't wait, but I am bummed that Cincinnati did not make the bracket. In fact, they did not only not make the bracket, they didn't make any bracket. All right, Bearcats, you're hurting my heart. But that's okay. We'll get into basketball in a moment. NFL trades. For everybody out there, if you don't know, I am a diehard Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. Not because of Tom Brady. I've been a diehard fan since I was a kid. Born in 83. So I mean, that should tell you how long I've been a fan. I was a fan back when we went 0-26, and I've still been a fan. My favorite player for the last 13 years. We knew him as Mr. Tampa. He was Big Mike. He was the big 1-3, and he wound up leaving Tampa Bay, going to the San Francisco 49ers. Buckaholics fam, I love y'all. My heart's broken in half too. I'm going to wish Big Mike well. I hope he gets another 1,000 yards for a season to continue on that 13 seasons in a row. But Big Mike, what on earth were you thinking? Why did you leave Tampa? Why'd you leave our hearts and just break us in half? Bro, we would have given you anything you wanted, but no. Mr. Tampa Bay that we've been carrying on, he's been carrying us on his back. And that's probably why he left. But he's been carrying us on his back for the last decade. After 4 different quarterback changes, he's still been the top guy in the entire team. He's been an all-star for the last 11 years, except for when we made it to the Super Bowl. That one really hurt. Big Mike, I wish you well. Have fun in San Francisco. But on to new things. We're going to have fun with Tampa Bay, and we're going to have a good season this year. We got some new kids coming up. We got some rookies coming up. McMillan's looking great. Now Godwin's going to turn out great. I'm so pumped for this season. I'm looking forward to the draft next month, and I can't wait to see who we get. Moving on to the fun times. I don't know who likes March Madness. I don't know who likes college basketball. But me, myself, and I love college basketball so much more than I do the NBA for this reason alone. The NBA is too predictable. You can predict what games are going to go where, how they're going to go, what the score is possibly going to be, and before they even start the game, you're already going to know who's going to win. Not with college basketball. You could be a ranked 16 team and beat a number 1 team. It's happened multiple times. It's happened multiple years in a row. We've got 8 big 1 and 2 teams. Big teams. I can't wait to see who the first one is to get knocked out. Because I know at least one of the 4 number 1 seeded teams, being Michigan, Arizona, Florida, and Duke, which I really hope it's the Gators. Because even though I'm a Tampa Bay fan, I cannot stand the Florida Gators. Sorry, not sorry. Honestly, I can't wait for this. And then you've got UConn, Houston, Purdue, and Iowa State. Iowa State. That just feels weird coming off the tongue. All 4 of those are your number 2 seeds in the bracket, the first 64. Iowa State. What on earth? How did they make it to number 2? That's just, wow. That feels weird coming off the tongue. They might be the first one to go out as a number 2 team. I don't know. But honestly, I'm rooting for Houston. Just because Houston is in the Big 12 where I'm at, Cincinnati didn't make it. I'm a Houston fan. They have busted their butts to go from the lowest of low teams to a number 1 ranked team. This year, they're ranked number 2. That's okay. they are still in my book a ranked number 1 team. I see them making it all the way to the Final Four. And honestly, I see 2 number 1 teams making it to the Final Four and only 1 number 2 team making it to the Final Four. The other team, I believe, is going to be an 8 or a 9. And I'm not going to give that away yet because it might screw up my entire bracket. But I think an 8 or a 9 team is going to make it. You know what? I'm going to say it anyway. I think Villanova is going to take it. Villanova is always a sleeper between them and Gonzaga, but Gonzaga is not the same. Even though they're ranked number 3, they're still not as high of a player rating, so to say, as Villanova in my books. I see Villanova being an upset at ranked number 8 in the Final Four. And the Final Four that I see happening is going to be Arizona, Arizona, UConn, Michigan, and Villanova. I believe that Villanova will win the entire bracket this season at a ranked number 8. It'll be the first time to be done in multiple years, a ranked number 8. It'll be the first time to be done in multiple years that anything other than a rank 1 or 2 has actually hit and won the entire championship. But I am looking so forward to that. It is starting this week. You guys comment and tell me who you look forward to. Who are your teams? Let me know who your favorite teams are and why. Let me know if it's even just because of the mascot, because you got a t-shirt and it's just your city. Even though you don't follow them, you root for them. All right? I get that. But put it out there. Let us know. I love rooting along, and I love causing so much banter with our crowd too. Because if you're against the Cincinnati Bearcats, man, you're against me. So that's like going against me and the Boston Celtics, or me and my Tampa Bay Bucks, or me and my Cincinnati Reds. It's just not going to happen. You're going to lose every time. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Nah, I'm teasing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Shell Yeah Sports with Turtle. Let's get into it. Let's get our guys back on the stage. There she goes again, starting the nonsense.
Hey, that was great there.
Blah, 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 blah.
I came back from a great sports session.
What? I don't know. That's so boring. I do not follow that. So, like, I just got bored, and I'm like, I'm just going to start throwing nerds. I don't even get into basketball. So I'm just going to sit here and throw nerds at you.
I thought it was great, Charlie. You did a great job on that, man.
Yes, you did. But I'm bored.
Well, you know what? Since you're being rude, I'm just going to interrupt you. And I'm going to take this into here. We're going to go to what we call our little bit of coffee mugs.
Right.
Yeah.
You can find these at Kim's Cups 71 at gmail.com. Send her an email, and she will send you everything that she has. Whether it be cups, whether it be Kindle inserts, whether it be pens, pencils, binders. I can't think of what the heck they're called.
Cups right there.
Help me out.
Yeah, those cups.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, Turtle. So.
Oh, the daggone warm. That's a coffee cup that stays warm, and you put a lid on it.
It's a mug.
It's a mug, but there's a name for it. I can't believe I'm brain farting on the name. Anyhow, y'all go to kimscup71 at gmail.com. Send her a message. Get you some merchandise.
Thermos mugs?
Yes, those. The thermos, those things. Yes.
Thank you, Peter.
You know what? I'm going to let y'all talk. I'm gonna take a drink.
Kim's Cup.
It's too early in the morning for this nonsense. I can't believe it.
Right.
All right.
Brain farts. Yeah.
Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome in our favorite boy of the world, our positive vibes man. Let's hear from our main man, Starkey. Welcome him to the stage.
Starkey!
I need some positive news.
Let's do it.
Hey, welcome back, people, to another round of Starkey's Positive Vibes, baby. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever stayed in a relationship that you knew deep down inside your soul, in your spirit, in your gut, that it was about as healthy as gas station sushi? You know what I'm talking about. You're sitting there thinking, maybe it'll get better. Meanwhile, the universe is waving red flags at you like it's directing airplanes at the airport. But we ignore it. Why? Because being single scares people. Some folks would rather sit in a toxic relationship like it's a broken recliner. The springs are all sticking out, the cushion smells funny, and it's slowly destroying your back, but you're like, well, at least there's somewhere to sit, man. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Peace by yourself beats chaos with somebody else every single time. And look, it's March. We're heading into St. Patrick's Day season. Everybody talking about Lucky Charms and chasing that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something funny about chasing that pot of gold. You can't chase a rainbow if someone's constantly dragging you backwards. Some relationships are like trying to run a marathon with somebody hanging onto your belt yelling, where do you think you're going? You're like, I'm chasing my rainbow. And they're like, no, you're not. Sit down here in this storm with me. Misery loves company. Now listen, being single doesn't mean something's wrong with you. Sometimes being single just means you're training. You're working on yourself. You're leveling up. You're learning your value. Because here's something they don't teach you in school. A toxic relationship drains your confidence, your energy, your creativity, sometimes even your health. Stress is real. Your body knows when you're around the wrong person. You ever notice when you're around negativity, your shoulders tighten up? Your stomach knots up. You feel tired all the time. That's not love. That's your nervous system filing a complaint. Now, don't get me wrong. Relationships are beautiful when they're healthy. A good partner should feel like peace. They should feel like encouragement. They should feel like somebody standing beside you saying, go get that rainbow. I'll run with you. Not someone saying, you don't deserve gold anyway. But here's the mistake people make. They confuse familiar with healthy. Just because you're used to something doesn't mean it's good for you. People get comfortable in dysfunction. You ever see someone complain about their relationship every single day? But the minute they break up, they run right back. That's like quitting a job you hate, showing up Monday morning for free. That makes no sense. But when you start respecting yourself, something interesting happens. Your standards go up. You start realizing, I'd rather be single and peaceful than partnered and miserable. And here's the funny part. The minute you stop chasing toxic relationships, the right people start noticing you. Confidence attracts healthier people because healthy people ain't looking for someone they can control. They're looking for someone who knows who they are. Think about it like this. If you're chasing your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you can't be carrying a sack full of rocks. And toxic relationship, those are rocks. Heavy ones. Jealousy, manipulation, constant arguing, drama every week. You're trying to climb a mountain of your life and someone keeps throwing emotional bricks in your backpack. At some point you gotta stop and say, hold on, why am I carrying this? And sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is walk away. Not because you hate someone, not because you're bitter, but because you finally love yourself enough to choose peace. Now listen close, because this is Starkey's life lesson today. Being single isn't loneliness. Being single is freedom with possibilities. And loneliness is being in a relationship where you feel invisible. Loneliness is being with someone who drains your spirit. Loneliness is lying next to someone who doesn't respect your heart. So if you're single right now, don't think of it as loss. Think of it like you're standing at the beginning of a rainbow. And somewhere ahead of you, there's a pot of gold with your name on it. But you gotta walk toward it. You can't drag toxic people there. You can't carry negativity there. And you definitely can't reach it if someone keeps convincing you that you don't deserve it. So take this as a reminder today. Protect your peace and respect your worth. And if somebody brings you more storms than sunshine, then let them stay in their clouds while you keep walking towards your rainbow. Because sometimes the luckiest things that can happen to you is realize you deserve better. And then today's Starkey's Positive Vibes. I got somewhere to be, man. I gotta go.
Junior's Bar and Grill in Toccoa is open 7 days a week with the daily meat and 2 lunch special beginning every day at 11 a.m. along with a full menu. And when others close early at night, you can come by Junior's for the best wings, best barbecue, best seafood, and the best burgers in town because they're open until midnight. Great food, friendly service, the largest outdoor dining in the area, and owned by a local veteran.
This is Steve Black. Come and eat with us at Junior's Bar and Grill, Big A Road in Toccoa.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey everyone.
What?
I got that Kim's Cup stuck in my head.
What?
I got that Kim's Cup song stuck in my head.
It's very infectious. It's very infectious. Yes.
It hasn't even played yet, and you're over there dancing to Kim's Cups. I love it. All right, so Starkey just gave us a great positive
Sure
message.
did.
Yeah, he
Honestly, he kills it every week. He comes at us with something that everybody needs to hear and feel it straight to the heart.
Right.
And
especially right now in the world.
Speaking of killing it, Kelly's doing a great job. Velvet.
Yeah.
Velvet's awesome. Thanks.
she's
Thank
annoying
you.
me.
I know.
She is.
That's the funnest part in this. That's the funnest part is annoying you. Is annoying you. And just being here, just
Right.
Velvet Brat.
Well, while she's off in La La Land, we're going to get into our main topic.
I'm always in La La Land.
We know it. It's okay.
That's why you love me.
Let's talk history of the Irish and the Leprechaun.
Right.
This is going to be fun. Nowadays, everybody knows leprechauns and celebrates St. Patty's Day with green and anything to do with the color green, right? You've got the green beard, you've got the clovers, you've got the outfits, you've got it all.
Like me.
Kiss Me, I'm Irish. You know, it's all things that's happened in the 20th century to make the Irish more popularized.
Actually, it goes back farther than that.
Right. So before everything was turned green, what color were the actual leprechauns from Irish folklore?
I think blue. They were blue.
Blue?
Neither one of you are correct. They were the color of Velvet's hair.
Red.
Red. I have a reason color
Back
blue.
in the day, back in the 1800s and the 19th century, according to folklore tales, leprechauns were described as wearing red outfits with brown pants, red pointy shoes, cocked hat with, just a small getup on. And it was completely red. This is before the whole St. Patty's, like actual St. Patrick himself was even talked about.
Right.
This was all off of folklore, almost
Now
like
green became associated with the originated from the Irish independence movement.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
So one thing that nobody really knows is that leprechauns were originally red. I didn't know that until I started looking it up.
I never knew that till just now, honestly. So
I mean that's actually pretty cool.
Right.
Now, I think on one of our next gigs, on one of my next Leprechaun gigs, I'm going to show up in all red.
Yeah.
And see what everybody says.
Because everyone thinks of it as green and black.
Right.
Yellow.
Agreed. Because you're thinking of your pot of gold. You're thinking if you ain't got your green, you're going to get pinched. Just Irish things. And what we celebrate here in America as St. Patrick's Day is nowhere near what they sell in Ireland.
No, and it's really different. And did you know that like the guy that he was only 6, the guy that was thought of the leprechaun, at 16 he was kidnapped by the Irish.
No, I did not know that.
By the Irish and was a slave and became a slave.
Where was he kidnapped?
He served as a shepherd before returning to Ireland as a missionary.
Yep.
Right.
Say that one more time.
He was served as a shepherd before returning to Ireland as a missionary.
Yep.
So the original leprechaun was an actual shepherd, like a sheep herder.
Yes.
Wow. Talk about a story. I mean, okay, I'm going to get a little biblical here. Not religious, just biblical. The shepherd back in the day was known as Jesus Christ himself.
Exactly.
And you're going from being a shepherd into being a slave and turning into a leprechaun for Irish folklore. That's a story in itself, man. You know what I mean? That is crazy.
The holiday, the holiday is held on March 17th. It marks the anniversary of his death in the 5th century.
Yep.
So March 17th is the day that St. Patrick himself had actually passed away.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why they celebrate that. Okay. So how did this become a celebration if he was, how did it become a leprechaun celebration by a nation when he started as a slave?
I don't know. The first St. Patty's Day parade took place in the Spanish colony in St. Augustine, Florida in 1601, out in Ireland. So,
right, that's when it got Americanized.
I guess that's how it all started.
Right.
Yeah, for most of the 20th century, the day is primarily a religious observance in Ireland, with pubs strictly closed in 1970. And so, yeah.
Did you know that the most the Irish people they had black hair, not red hair?
Really? Not red hair? I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm Irish.
Yeah,
Both
that's
my
news to me. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
You just taught me something new.
This is something else. There were no female leprechauns in the Irish folklore. They were only male.
Only male.
Yeah, there's never been female leprechauns.
Yeah.
So Kelly, Miss Velvet, you don't count.
Yes, I do still. So I count because I am Velvet the Brat.
Velvet
but you ain't no leprechaun.
I see.
Yes, I am. In my own little world.
I can definitely see the brat part. Yes.
Oh, she's definitely a brat. We all know this.
Yeah.
For some reason, she just thinks that it's I can't even describe this one.
In a party.
This is why she stays on Thursday nights, because if we bring her in on Monday mornings, she hasn't gone to bed.
All right, she brings a lot.
I had like 2.5 hours of sleep.
I like how she said 2.5.
Right.
2.5.
I almost overslept this morning. My alarm didn't go off. My boo woke me up. And you gotta get up, Pappy. You gotta get up, Pappy. Your show. So here I am. Thanks.
That's all right.
That's okay. We got you.
Hey.
Yeah.
I apologize. Ringing bell. Welcome in. How you doing?
Oh, hey, what's up?
How can we watch your shows, man?
Yeah.
You can watch us right on YouTube here.
Green with any envy, perhaps, he says. What on earth? And then saying Pappy's over there thinking about Smurfs. Look at this. I need to catch up on the comments. They're over here picking on all of us. Misses the half pint brawlers. My man, I miss being back in the brawler days.
Oh,
that was a lot of fun. Seriously, that was some of the most fun times of my life. Getting to perform with guys that turned into family with me. Being on the road with them nonstop. You're going to be able to see what I did for my living until it turned into this.
Right.
You watch your language over there, little lady.
I said shoot.
Right.
You're not going to have any of those nerds
shoot.
to eat. Right.
It's
I'm waiting for her to hit the button again. I mean, seriously.
Ringing bell said I was thinking about
ding,
Smurfs.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, he said that you're over there picking up or thinking about Smurfs.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Talking about y'all counting 6, 7.
6, 7. 6, 7.
See, there you go again with that ringing bell. You see what happened? You see what happened? Oh my goodness.
6, 7.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor and go follow Ringing Bell Productions. Check out one of his older productions there. You can follow him here and see one of the older shows that he's got. Amazing dude. Phenomenal fan of ours from way back in the day. Completely cool as can be. Check him out. But let's get back to something real quick. Back to St. Patrick himself.
Stop here. Kelly's showing up TV here.
There went PG-13.
Hey, I didn't do it this time. I did not do it this time. So there. I did not do it this time.
Lieutenant Pat, old man Pat, listen here, Pat.
What?
What on earth are you thinking?
I did not start it this time.
It's right behind her.
You didn't end it with the word Pat. You didn't end it with nothing. I ain't even saying it. On that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about our own personal life experiences playing leprechauns and having fun.
Yes.
And what our own favorite gigs were that we've done. Don't go nowhere. Get that coffee cup refilled. We'll be right back.
You ever had that person that was in your family and she got under your skin so bad, just like she done went and at you to get a watch. One that actually tells time. Not the Mickey Mouse one that waves hello to you. This is why she gets on my nerves.
And I just broke my glasses.
Everybody say, Mama, it's supposed you gotta go. Wait, Mama!
Girl power. I think it's a great idea. You have all the boys.
A double dose of chicken pox.
A double dose of chicken pox?
Measles. Want that on our show? This could get so bad.
Okay. It's nighttime.
We're midgets.
Sleep it.
We're midgets.
Everybody loves us.
People could bring on some weird stuff.
That's alright. Bring it on. Bring it on. Smokey. Smokey. Yeah. Chant my name. Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls.
I can't wait to make a commercial out of this.
Oh, I can't wait to make a commercial
This is definitely going to be the micro migraine beginning.
We're still waiting for a commercial. Week 3. Where's the commercial?
Hi, my name is Deb Dion. I am a certified massage therapist. I'm also certified in prenatal massage, lymphatic drainage, fibromyalgia massage, certified reflexologist. I've been trained in positional relief. I also do energy work and many other things that help me out in one of the orthopedic practices I work for also. If you're interested in a massage or need some therapy work, you can book on massagebook.com, Uxbridge, listed under Elizabeth Day Spa. You can text or call me at 508-341-9327. Hope to see you.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey.
Before we went to commercial break, we were talking the history and what goes on with St. Patrick's Day, why we celebrate it, where it came from. And now we're going to get into some personal stories. We're going to give you a little background on each one of ourselves.
Sure.
We each have performed as leprechauns multiple years in a row because everybody wants a little person to be a leprechaun at their party, at their convention, at whatever event that they have. So let's get into the fun stories. Keep it rated PG, please. As much as possible.
Hey, Meek, I can. He's the one that started today.
I ain't even talking about that. We're not going back to the reference of that. I don't want to hear that nonsense.
He started it today.
You hush.
Right.
Now, just real quick, before we get into these stories, ladies and gentlemen, for all the production companies out there and anybody else that runs their own podcasts or networks or whatever they have, we still have openings. If you're looking for other networks to broadcast on, contact us. Email us at lbocpodcastnetwork@gmail.com. And one of our hosts, one of our crew members, will get in contact with you and let you know how we can make that happen. Now, that picture that you just saw, that young man from multiple years ago,
Yes.
if you don't know who that is, he's down at the bottom of the can here. That is our old man, DJ Pappy, back when he was a youngster,
Yes,
right around my beautiful age and face days. And look at that little man. Look at that leprechaun.
Wow. Look at that. I like your stick. The stick.
No, what is it not called a stick?
It's a shillelagh.
Shillelagh, okay? Shillelagh.
You know what? Just because you said that, no. See ya. Bye. You don't even deserve to be on stage. I can't even believe she called it a stick. All right, you're back. Sometimes I still love having production rights. It's fun. Oh, Velvet, don't be so mad. Don't look so
Come
blue.
on, Velvet.
Blah 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 blah.
All right, so
That's all I hear on it. That's all I hear is blah 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 blah.
well,
Waffle,
since all you're hearing
waffle,
is blah
waffle,
blah blah,
waffle,
you want to keep
waffle, waffle.
talking. I'm going to give you the stage first, as always, ladies first. Give us a fun story that you've always had that comes to mind immediately of one of your favorite Leprechaun gigs, and let us know how it went and what you did and how you got hired for it.
Well, let's see here. There's a few throughout the years I did it, and at like local bars, and I would dress up as a leprechaun, and I would either sell shots, or I would just walk around and be dressed up as a leprechaun and socialize with the crowd and do funny little acts and whatnot, and then just have fun. It was about, when you do these entertainment stuff, it's about the crowd. It's how you interact with the crowd, how you get the crowd going and whatnot like that. And you just got to be that cheerful, get out of your shell type of person, and have fun and let loose.
Absolutely. I fully agree. Do you have any specific event that you did that comes to mind that you loved, like your favorite one that you'd ever done?
Yes, it was at a local bar in Minneapolis, and it was just so relaxed, and we were all hanging out, and and seeing the people's eyes, and we were all just hanging out and having fun and chilling, and
so it was the vibe.
It was just the vibe, the vibe. Right. I really grabbed through the vibe. I go to the vibe, and the vibe was so relaxed, and the vibe, people were enjoying my time there with them, and socializing and being a leprechaun.
See, that's what's fun about doing those gigs.
Because if you're not having fun, then you're not gonna make the money.
Right.
Agreed.
You gotta have that spunk. You gotta have that woohoo little goofy 10-year-old self come out of you. But that 10-year-old little self, me, I'm always that 10-year-old little me.
I know. Like I said, you're the size of a 10-year-old, and it shows. So, DJ Pappy, do me a favor and give us one of your favorite stories from when you were a leprechaun, my friend.
My favorite place was a bar that I used to go to. It was called Profanos. It was it was an Italian bar, but the Irish celebration was huge there. And it was my final stop after making several appearances all day, but Profanos was my last stop. And I get up on the bar and throw out Irish beads like Kelly's wearing, and different paraphernalia, Irish paraphernalia out to the crowd. Just rock star status on the bar. And just I get to drink green beer all night long for free, and it was a blast. It was an absolute blast.
I'm not gonna lie, the fact that you used the word paraphernalia twice makes me feel funny. I'm over here laughing inside. That is great. He said Irish paraphernalia. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Like beads and everything else. I get what you meant, but that was the wrong
word. It's too early in the morning for big words like that, right?
Drink another pot of coffee, Pappy. Oh, my goodness. Now, let me ask you this. When did you, how'd you get that shillelagh? Because that shillelagh is wicked cool, man.
That came down from family. I found it in our attic when I was a young adult. And it was just, I don't know where it came from. I don't know, but it just came over time with prior family stuff in our garage, and I found it there, and I still have it somewhere. I don't know, it's stored away here somewhere, but it's the coolest. You could actually, it was the way it was shaped, you could spin it around in your hand and do all kinds of cool tricks with it and stuff.
That seems cool.
That's really awesome. Sitting there doing little twirls and probably twirling.
Yeah,
that'd be so much fun.
I used to hold it and spin it in my hand and go round and round and round.
That would be so much fun.
Seriously. Round and round.
Oh, that made my costume.
I need to get an updated picture of you in your leprechaun outfit with that shillelagh so we can do a then and now and just do a whole collage with it. It'd be fun.
Yeah, it would
But,
be
you
fun.
know,
I don't think I can fit in
so
my Irish suit anymore, though. I got a big belly now.
I'm going to call our producer out. He's not expecting this. He doesn't know that I'm going to do this. But POD, I know that you've got a lot of great stories as well. I want you to
Right.
come on stage, give us one of your favorite stories of all time that you've done as a leprechaun. Before you do, unmute your mic so we don't start the show off again like you did before.
Right.
That was uncalled for. But
Right.
anyway, while you guys were talking about gigs, it was kind of crazy because I was blessed, like the rest of you. I got booked over the years as Leprechaun back when I was skinny and actually had energy. But my favorite gig was my last gig as the Leprechaun. I had my sister-in-law and her parents introduced me to a couple down in Greens Fork, Indiana. Rose Strunk. I hope I pronounced that right. And I apologize, Rose, if I'm not. And her husband, Buddy. They had a little club down there. It's called Little Louie's. And you talk about the most down home group of people. First year I did it, I would come in every year there, 7 o'clock ish, and close the place down. And it was not something that needed to be rehearsed or anything. They would give me those gold chocolate coins to hand people throughout the night. I'd get up there on the bar and I pour people their drinks, and walk around and ask everybody if they're having a good time, get on the dance floor when I could dance, all those things. But what was really awesome about it was at the end of the first gig, I had so much fun. And you ever had those gigs where you had them, and when they're over, you kind of think, man, I'd love to do this place again. At the end of the night, Miss Rose had come up to me and she says, from here going forward, you don't have to worry about a Leprechaun booking on St. Patty's Day. We're booking you forever until we sell the bar.
That's
And
awesome.
so for the next
Yeah, it is.
several years, my sister-in-law's parents would meet me over there, and we would spend St. Patty's Day entertaining Greens Fork, Indiana. And the last part of that I want to add is most of your in-laws, you don't get to know that well. This is my brother's father and mother-in-law, and we created our own friendship because of the Leprechaun gig. So then when we get together as family, it was that little bit of difference where, okay, I got to know these two people because of the Leprechaun gig. But man, what a special group of years, Rose. If you're watching, and your husband Buddy, thank you for all those wonderfully fun years. I had too many memories to put into words. Great people, and you know how you walk into those kind of gigs, you can't help but be a little nervous that it's just not going to work out on the pay end the way that
Yes.
they promised.
Right.
Oh, never
Yeah.
once, never not. I would be in the club in 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, all that was not an issue. They were just a good group of people.
Right.
That's amazing. We love having
Yes.
people that do things that nature.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun time. It's been a pleasure. You got to see and hear our insights and outs. Take our last.
Kim's Cups and more. Get just what you're asking for. Cups and more. Customizes it, make it yours. If you'd like a pricing list, you can just go on and request it at Kim's Cups. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com.
Hi, this is Kim from Kim Cups and More. I make cups, canvas bags, pins, Kindle inserts. I do some custom orders. You can order online, and I do ship.
Kim's Cups and more. Get just what you're asking for. Cups and more. Customizes it, make it yours. If you'd like a pricing list, you can just go on and request it at Kim's Cups. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com.
Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day is a time for celebration, a day filled with laughter, parades, green outfits, and for many, a pint or two with friends. But amid all the fun, it's just as important to remember responsibility. The heart of this holiday is about community and connection, honoring Irish heritage, kindness, and goodwill, not chaos or regret the morning after. If you're celebrating, plan ahead, have a designated driver, call a ride, or public transit. Pace yourself, stay hydrated, and look out for friends, because true celebration means everyone gets home safe. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but being responsible doesn't take away from the fun. It just keeps memories positive. So wear your green, raise your glass, and enjoy the day. But do it with care and respect for yourself and others. That's what truly makes for a happy St. Patty's Day. This is Pappy. Take care and celebrate wisely.
Rise and grind, it's that time. Morning sun, coffee chime.